Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Savage Weekend from 1979. It's the 10th film in the 50 Drive-In Movie Classics collection, is directed by David Paulson and John Mason Kirby, and stars Christopher Allport and Jim Dewar. He's only in a supporting role as the idiot yokel brother Otis in this film, but nevertheless, this film does feature William Sanderson, who has done a lot of TV work, mostly known to me as E.B. Farnham on the HBO series Deadwood. This film has a really rough start as the drunken cameraman chases a woman through the woods for several minutes while a 7-second banjo tune plays on loop. Then, when the banjo music gets boring, I guess, there's the steady hum of what is probably a chainsaw, although you'd never know it until about a minute later when we finally see the chainsaw lying on the ground. The film can't decide what aspect ratio it wants to be in either, as some shots in the opening are in scope because the bars on the top and the bottom of the screen, but some shots in the opening, ending, and the rest of the film are all flat, no bars on the top or bottom, which I think leads to a problem we'll talk about soon. Anyway, Otis is shown in the opening grabbing the chainsaw and advancing on the woman the cameraman was drunkenly chasing earlier as she stands there frozen in time instead of running from the sharp implement of death. This film is not worth it. It's about a group of 40-something individuals that go to the countryside for a weekend. I hesitate to call them friends because not all of them know each other. Anyway, one of their husbands is super jealous and shows up in a mask and starts killing everyone one by one. We've seen it before and we've seen it better, so no wonder this film disappeared into time after it was made and released. That aspect ratio problem I was talking about might have something to do with why I call this film Savage Boom Mic, as at least half the scenes have the boom mic featured in them at the top of the screen. And we're not talking just the tip here, we're talking the whole fucking mic in some shots. This is why I think they originally intended to cut off the top and bottom of the frame with black bars like a scope film that they shot flat. Sorry, these are theater projectionist terms. 2.35 by 1 as opposed to 1.85 by 1, if that explains it any better. Anyway, there is a lot of boom mic in this film and it is hilarious. Makes you almost forget that you're watching something that is itself largely forgettable. Which is why I'm giving Savage Weekend an F+, and tomorrow we finally finish off the current Captain America trilogy when I review Captain America Civil War. See y'all then.